Hello and welcome to another bikepacking gear review video. In this video we're going to take a look at the brand new Sonder Sedona. And as always, it's important to mention I'm not sponsored by Sonder at all. They haven't given me any money to do this review and they have no say in what I say in my review. This is the brand new Sonder Sedona. It's a gravel race bike designed primarily to go as fast as possible on gravel. It fits a slight niche in the Sonder range, given that there's already a very popular Sonder Camino, which is a gravel slash bikepacking bike designed to carry lots of luggage and take you to all kinds of places. This is slightly different in that it's designed primarily for speed. So what separates this bike from the Sonder Camino? Number one is the geometry. It may not look too dissimilar to the Camino, but it has a shorter wheelbase and steeper tube angles, which makes it much more responsive going around those gravelly corners. Secondly, it's SRAM UDH compatible, which means it's future-proofed. You're going to be able to put brand new SRAM group sets on there, like the existing mountain bike range that there already is, and when they release the gravel and road bike versions of those, they will seamlessly fit into there, making it a bit more indestructible. I recently reviewed the Sonder Camino, which is the electric version of the Camino bike, and although I really loved it, it's not really suited to someone like me. I'm not really the target market. However, this bike has got my name written all over it. With the rising popularity of gravel and bikepacking races, this bike is absolutely suited to both of those things. This model is running the Shimano GRX2, but you can of course run it with one-by systems as well. I'm also running the Sonder Alpha 700C wheels. You can also fit 650Bs to this of course, but given that these are the Alpha wheels, these are the top of the range wheels that you can buy currently from Sonder. So let's look at some of the positives. Number one, this bike is incredibly fast. I've been riding this up and down where I live here in Yorkshire and it has been super good. It's not put a foot wrong. It's incredibly responsive, even more so than the Camino, and because it's made of titanium, it's very lightweight. So if you're accelerating up those steep climbs, it's ideal for that. So how much does this bike weigh? It's very light. You can pick it up with ease. I have just weighed it with my measuring scales. This is a large frame and it came in at 9.7 kilos. And bearing in mind, you could definitely shave some weight off that with getting some carbon components or some lighter wheels, lighter tires. In my opinion, under 10 kilos for a large titanium gravel bike without making any significant change to the spec is really good. I also like that they've kept lots of mounting options. So we have 3 bottle cage mounts as usual and mudguard mounts. It also has these fork mounts which come as standard on this carbon fork that you get with the titanium frame. So you can put bikepacking bags or cargo cages on there straight out of the box. The tyre clearance on this is also really good. It's not quite as good as the Camino, but it's designed more for speed, like I've said, so you don't really want to be running super fat tyres. You can quite easily fit 45s on these 700C wheels, but you can also run 1.9 to maybe 2-inch on a 650B wheel. I also love how it looks. It looks proper old school, almost like road bike geometry, but the titanium frame does it for me. It just looks absolutely superb. I can picture this bike with a tail fin aero rack on it, a couple of lightweight bikepacking bags, and it would just look so good with the titanium frame and the tan wall tyres. Now for those of you that have been watching this channel for a while, you'll probably know ultralight bikepacking really isn't my thing. I have all this filming stuff. I love filming my adventures, but you can't fit it into a tiny bikepacking bag. It's just impossible. So I take as much as I possibly can to improve the quality of the films. However, it has been something that has been intriguing me over the last 6 to 12 months. I'm thinking or dabbling in the idea of entering a bikepacking race at some point, and if I'm going to do that, I'm definitely going to be taking this bike with me. I'm really new to bikepacking racing, so if there's any suggestions that you've got, stick them in the comments and I'll have a look. Now if bikepacking is not your thing, this is still an ideal gravel bike. If you're the sort of person who just wants to take it out into the Peak District or something and smash the hell out of it and take it home, this is definitely the option you should be going for versus the Camino or other gravel bikes that are out there. It's so responsive. It just feels like riding a road bike off-road. It's amazing. For me, the only con is that you can't run pannier racks on this. That's the only thing I would be looking for. Although nowadays there are loads of different mounting options, loads of different racks out there, I just kind of like the simplicity of having a pannier mount that I can screw my rack into. But in the grand scheme of things, for such an incredible bike, it is a very minor gripe. Overall, I absolutely love this bike. It suits me to a T. It's really responsive, great geometry, lightweight, and it looks fantastic in the titanium frame. It's definitely something I would like to get my hands on in future, so if Sonder, you're watching, please consider giving me one. Any questions that I haven't answered, feel free to stick them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer those for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.